It's happening. I think. Maybe. Actually, let's get y'all set up on a tripod. Hi, if you're watching this back later. I haven't done this in a minute because I have been depressed, I guess. Hasn't everybody? Yeah, I'm going to share the link in a minute. But I think I might move y'all over to this fancy phone tripod Cheryl got me. My fairy god Cheryl, as I call her. I'm hoping Bert will come in because Bert is running around somewhere. Oh my goodness, there's so many people already. Damn. Hi Cheryl, hi David. Bert just ate his dinner. Hi Alyssa. Is this what happens when I actually tell people ahead of time when I'm doing a fucking live stream? Oh boy. Okay, let's tuck you in here. How's that? Hi Jeanette. Hi Jenny. I think I saw Jenny in here. Hi Jenny. Are there nibblings? Hi kiddos. Hi Chris. Yeah. It's happening. It's happening. Hey little Bert. Little Bert. No, he's not having it. He's hanging out in the other room. Hi everyone. I know it's been forever since I've done one. I think with how the past week has gone, I may finally be in a better headspace to do more regular live streams, though. Do I say this every time I start doing live streams? I was doing them pretty regularly this spring, right? That's one of the Patreon perks, right? Is that I do it once a month, and I haven't been doing it. So I'm very sorry if that's been disappointing everyone. I know I always do them spur of the moment, kind of, though. So it's like, some point this weekend, maybe. Ooh, I want popcorn. Oh shit, should I make popcorn? I did just eat dinner. Ooh, and by popcorn I do mean kettle corn. Oh, Slagathor Jones, no! Yeah, here's what you need. I have, it's hot apple cider. Hi, Carrie! Yeah, I have, on Sama too! Aw. Hi, pals. Yeah, I have, hot apple cider. I suppose I could spike it with some whiskey. Yeah, kettle corn is the best. Wait. Oh, yes. You are Slagathor Jones is my younger nibbling. Yeah, that actually sounds great. I found out I'm not going into my part-time job, so I'll be working here. It's funny, I've been on like a way later schedule. Normally I'd be going to bed in the next half hour, 45 minutes, because I'm 1,000 years old inside. But yeah, I've been staying up later. It is nice. Pumpkin pie popcorn? Interesting. I fuck with caramel corn. I definitely fuck with chocolate covered caramel corn. I'm like, I like white cheddar popcorn, but like cheddar popcorn is like, but kettle corn, for sure. Yeah, I've turned into Josferatu. Oh. Wait a second. Chicago popcorn. Half cheddar, half caramel? What? I can never find the Indiana Popcorn Company. I can never find that one you talk about, Jenny. I think you're making shit up just to make me dig around the snack aisle at the grocery store for longer lengths of time. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish the hot apple cider. And then I have pumpkin beer in the fridge. So I'm going to do that. Caramel cheddar. I'll try it. Oh, Francesca's here. Hello. I don't recognize your name, but if you have a name you want me to yell at you, let me know. Ooh, champagne gummy bears sounds delicious. Hi, Ben. It's a goose. I really liked your going to visit other mother post the other day. They're, oh, I need to clean my glasses because I thought that said egg rolls for life. That's very different. Wait, what are bog troll noises? I know you're not on camera, so you can't emit this for everyone, but I need to know what your description is. Yeah, I've had champagne gummy bears in there. So good. In dark chocolate, you say? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, right. I need a pen. I need a pen to write down names, but I'm also just excited to hang out with everyone. I guess it's a slightly different corner. Normally, hold on, my ironing board's in the way. So normally, y'all are facing here. So yeah, this is like flat against the desk. It's a very narrow room. And then going this way is my new thread rack. And then, you know, the nightmare that is the rest of the room. It's such a small room, right? Like, it's not that much wider than my arms. But it gets the job done. Most of it's just storage anyway. That rack has a lot of my stuff for like when I do in-person events, which obviously haven't been happening this year. And then there's a lot of like inventory for my Etsy shop on there. So like I just posted the Ramona Flowers bag and the Sabrina Spellman bag that I kept saying I was going to post on Etsy, and then months later have finally posted on Etsy. The bags on the end of the table here are the other ones I just posted. Oh yeah, so if you missed it, actually, what time is it now? It's 8:09. Will anyone be mad if I call it at 8:30? That way, if any of you are watching this, I have the video I put up on Friday is the one where I make this little bat bag. So if you go over and comment on there, I will are those all the rules? I feel like them's the rules, right? Just let me know you want it. And then let's say at 8:30, whatever names are up on that video, and I posted it on my Patreon too. I feel like there's one or two people that commented on it about that. Maybe those were comments about something else. I'll go look. Can y'all hear Bert howling? It's so tiny. Sorry, I'm just staring off. Bert is in the other room, sadly howling into the abyss because he doesn't realize I'm in the next room over. Okay. There's chat to catch up on. So yeah, slightly different angle happening. You're next to where I normally sew from. You're basically on the other side. So yeah, it's like a 45-degree angle switch. No, 90-degree angle switch. Yeah, there must be... Okay, this is where the dog breath smells are coming from. Got it. Okay, bog troll noises. Yes. Yeah, Bert has horrible breath. Bert is my dog, by the way. If any of y'all okay. Yes. Hello, Ben's friends. Yeah. I have a dog. He's in the other room. I think I'm going to have to go grab him in a second. Because he's singing very sad songs in the other room. And yeah, I'll give it a little bit just in case any of you missed the video. Like, everyone hanging out is people that are around all the time anyway. Oh, thanks! I just, normally it's more this shade, but I gotta redye. I gotta redye it. But I just shaved this part down. So I shave all this under here and around the back. And I just leave the top long. And here's how I cut the top. Is I take some, like any, this is a, Cheryl, what the fuck are these called? It's a chalk pen. A Choco pen. There we go. It's in the name. So, hi, Mr. Ben's mom. So this is literally how I cut my hair, right? Oh, Choco markers. Okay. Is I take something that's the length of my hair that I want it to be, and I like put my fingers above it. Does this make sense? So I do this, and then I keep my fingers tight, and then I just go snip, snip, snip. Obviously with scissors, not fingers. That's what I was trying to say. So that's that. Ben, your hair's the best. Ben has like proper ginger hair, and it's super thick. Remember when we tried to curl it that one time? And it takes very little effort for me to curl my hair. And it didn't oh God, you know, that's basically how I cut my hair though, is a Flowbee would work. I don't know how you adjust the length, but a Flowbee would totally work. Are you proud of me for knowing what that is? I was born barely in the 80s. just barely. Yeah, a lot of my family on my mom's side, they're redheads, but like, let me use Hamtaro for an example, but like orange. There's no subtlety about it. Oh, that's probably why I know what it is because of Wayne's World, huh? Easy clean up, this is true. Yeah, I have a little Hamtaro, and then, ooh, let's see if I remember. Panda? I believe this is Panda. It's Hamtaro time. Yeah, anyway, I'm knocking all of the things down. Oh no! I knocked Lego boyfriend down. Him and his little coffee mug. Sorry, bud. Yeah, I got a lot of weird stuff on my shelf. Hands down. Well, hold on. This is a pendant Alex made me. You probably can't read it. It's probably backwards. I'm gonna guess it's backwards, but it says Oxio Awesome. Accio Awesome. Can you phonetically spell out how you spell this word? Or how you pronounce it? The first time I heard it said was the Hank Green video from when the book was coming out. But this is my favorite thing I have. My little desk buddy is my little Sama. That Sama made me. Oh, good. It's not. Oh, yeah, my Cowboys and Moo Mesa dude is like tucked back here. I don't know which one it is. So there was the like cow print cow. He was the more serious one, the blue guy. I'm gonna assume it's Duke because they're all named Duke, aren't they? Yeah, Little Hamster's Big Adventures, my best friend. Do I remember any other names? I'm gonna guess, and these are all gonna be wrong. Was one named Howdy? Here's what's stuck in my head right now. Snoozer, Howdy, Penelope, Panda. I can't imagine anything other than Panda is at all accurate. Okay, sorry, that was blurry. Okay, yes. Floby conversation. Keller is the best. Keller is my puppy niece. One of my puppy nieces. I must know what the Floby is specifically because of Wayne's World. That had to have been my introduction to it. It's not like we had one in the house. Yes, my partner is this teeny tiny... Listen, Matt. This person you hear me talk about all the time and our Marco Polos is this dude. It's never not funny. It's never not funny to me. Because the more I explain it, the more people are like, is she actually dating a tiny plastic Lego man? Fucking hilarious. It only gets funnier to me. You think he's a real human. There are people I hang out with in real life that I've hung out with for years that aren't sure, and it's my favorite shit. MJ is becoming LB. More of a like a tropical island. Like if Lego Boyfriend were a parrot head, that's what MJ is turning into. Hi, Brandon. Yes, Wayne's World is chef's kiss. Oh, yes. Jenny, you nailed it. MJ is one of my nibblings, and they are 1,000%. Because that's all Lego Boyfriend is a Vegas loving, drinks iced tea out of a mason jar. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the missing piece. We figured it out. I don't know why the chat... Is it because I started scrolling up? It's not like auto scrolling. So sorry if I'm constantly like putting my ham fists on the screen. Here's the thing about Clinton, though. Motherfucker was on a national television show. I need... Oh my God. I need my... recently, definitely 12-year-old nibbling to start bowling. I was in bowling club when I was about their age. Okay, I need to go grab my dog, and I will grab a pumpkin beer. He's only in the next room, but like he's not coming in here, and he's just gonna keep making sad noises. I don't know if you've been hearing. He's not barking, but it's just like a little, oh. But not a full howl. It's like he's building up to it. I've only seen him howl around my friends Sam and Galen's dogs. All right, hold tight. I'll be back in like 25 seconds. Board in the worst spot. Okay. All right, here's Bert. If you haven't met him, I mean, he's probably just going to go run back in the other room, but I want to make sure he knew where I was. He was still eating his dinner when I came in here. Do you want to go sit in your bed? Go sit in your bed. There you go. If you want to see where he stays when I sew all day, this is very helpful. Also, y'all, it almost hit 80 here. 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't understand it's November. I don't understand what's happening. Duck pin? Is that what you call candle pin? I like that way better. Oh my god, duck pin is amazing. I've never heard that before. Yeah, he's already settled. He's licking his feet now. Yeah, I wonder if, I'm going to look this up because I'm curious. Duck pin versus candle pin. Are they just the same? No, duck pin is different. Weird. Okay, I, like, basically grew up in a candle pin bowling alley, so this is kind of fucking my head up a little bit. Interesting. So, just to show you a photo. Wait, are there other types? What is happening? Carrie, you're breaking my brain. Okay. This is what I play the most of. I'm like, meh with this. Listen, like, I know I have very big hands, so me saying this is like, it can fit in your hand is all relative. But the balls are not as heavy as these. But yeah, they're just like, they're kind of straight. Is that a New England thing? Interesting. I've never heard a duck pin. I've never seen little tiny guys like that. This is always what happens when I hang out with my friends, is we end up learning the history of a lot of things. Yeah, Bert only tries to sit in my lap if I'm, hey, do not lick your butt. We are live streaming, my dude. Lick your feet all you want. The noises that dog makes. Oh, the real estate sport. Well, y'all are known for the Orioles. We want a trivia. You would have been proud of me, Carrie. I guess the right answer, what was it called? Camden Yards in Baltimore. Maybe that isn't actually in Baltimore, but, excuse me, Bertram. Bertie Bot! Get out of that butt. Get out of that butt. Do you want to come sit with me? And come sit on my lap? Is this acceptable? Okay. Let's pan down a little bit for you. What the real one would be? Well, I mean, my guess would be baseball, but I assume it's something much more hilarious than that. Candlepin is skee ball with pins. Is this why I like candlepin so much, or why I'm so good at skee ball? Because I love skee ball. That's my favorite thing to do in an arcade. Yeah, 10 pin is what I would call like the standard bowling. I'm not good at that. And I don't think I'm good at, yeah, maps is something we end up Googling all the time. Are the Ravens football? Football? Is that where you bowl with your feet? What? I haven't opened any alcohol today. Yeah, I knew a thing about Maryland. As I say every time it comes up, um, um, Maryland has the best flag as far as state flags. Your state sport is jousting. Your flag makes a lot more sense then. That's a flag you wear when you're jousting. Oh, hi, Lisa. Oh, what is your dog's name? I feel like I should know this, but he's a husky, right? Oh my god, he's so cute. Yeah, Bert was trying to howl in the other room. It's so high pitched. It's so high pitched. It sounds like a little tiny torpedo. It's so fucking funny. Oh yeah, David, you must know Candlepin, I imagine. I am riveted. That's right. I was gonna guess it started with an R. I don't remember if I said that or not. Yeah, I also didn't know. I need to make a note about this to talk about my friend that lives in New Jersey now, because all we do is talk about the differences. Because New Jersey is also part of the Northeast, but not New England, and it's not that far away. It's like a 6-hour drive, but there are so many things that feel wildly different there. All right. Oh, and I am going to pick a marker. Oh, I should probably do a pen so it doesn't bleed through, huh? Oh, colored pencil, perhaps. Let's see. Okay, I can't actually do this while I hold you. I'm sorry. Why don't you go back in your little hidey hole? There you go. Go in your other bed. You want your clam bed? You can go in here. Whatever you want. I washed his clam bed. That's what I call this one, just because it has like a little, it's like a little clamshell. I'm just gonna put my feet in your bed with you so you stop licking your butt. That's what I do. I use them as a foot warmer. Anyway, enough about my dog's ass. Bert, little guy, please stop. It's the worst sound in the whole world. Okay, we're good. We're good. Butt crisis averted. What am I missing? Dogs are so glamorous, aren't they? Yeah, I've gone deep into hermit mode this year. As has everybody, I imagine. But I kind of started doing that last year because of things. So I feel like I'm well suited to, other than the constant anxiety about pandemic things. My day-to-day hasn't been terribly disrupted, other than like I don't do art fair events and like comic book conventions. That's been cut out of my weekends, and I work for a brewery doing events, and obviously brewfests and stuff aren't happening right now, so 2 of my side gigs have not been happening, which is a bummer. But also that's why I've been able to focus on my own sewing stuff as much, because I'm not like, yes, there's less income because I'm not working 2 of my jobs, but it's been nice because it would be stressful if those were still happening and I would have to like be out in the world in big gatherings like that, which like they're just not happening. So silver lining to that is I've had the time to like focus on my sewing stuff. Speaking of which, okay, my lovely friend Grant is a sneaky son of a bitch, and he bought me the newest, not last, I hope not the last, but the most recent Tilly and the Buttons book. I haven't done this one yet. I just bought myself this one because there's stuff I want to make in it in different sizes for other people, and I borrowed it from the library I borrowed this like 2 days before lockdown happened in March, and then I finally brought it back in like August. So I have this book just for myself now. um, which is exciting. But also, I hadn't even touched this one yet. So Grant very kindly gifted this to me, and the one I'm most excited to make. I haven't actually looked through all the projects, but like, look at this cardigan. I don't like these colors together. I'm not a mustard person, but like, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna do another, ooh, what's this? Sorry, now I'm just perusing this book that I got. Oh, that's cute. Little pinafore dress. Ooh, and there's, these are called, fisheye darts. I haven't, like, I've put them in things, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm excited to learn this. See, I've been sewing for a long time, but I still don't know all the things. I'm excited. Are y'all excited? This will be happening. Am I committing to before the end of the year? That feels like a lot, but maybe. We'll see. I got a lot of stuff to do. Maybe that can be my like Christmas week adventure. So yes, that is, giving myself more time to sew. Not doing like holiday markets means I can probably take a week to do that, for a video like I've done. That'll mean I've done all 3 in a year, which is pretty wild because I did Love at First Stitch January maybe. And then Stretch I did not that long ago, a couple months ago, just in September, maybe August or September, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, jewelry making is fun. I have some stuff I'm kind of in the works on. David, one of these days we'll be able to meet up for a coffee or a sandwich and just tell everyone around us to fuck off. Unfortunately, probably not for multiple more months, but... Oh, yay! Cheryl, you have the same book. That's exciting. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, that's something I really want to hone in on. Speaking of Grant, I think I'm going to be picking his brain. He's so good at like making patterns from scratch. So I'm going to pick his brain as far as my bodice pattern when I finally fucking do that. I started a whole video and I was like, I need to read more. My inner Ravenclaw has been coming out a lot this year. Oh, you know, I feel like I always skip the serger steps. Usually it's up here. That's why I was pivoting that way. It's on the floor because I needed the desk space. I was making those guys. Have I don't know if I actually showed, I don't know how I would have shown these off. These were made after I filmed the last thing. So like, to show you how excited I am about these bags, not to be like, and here, you know, not Home Shopping Network style. I just want to show them off because I really like the fabrics I picked. But these are the ones I listed in my Etsy shop. I made some that are presents that are hidden away. You don't get to see. But I should take pictures of and show off later. A lot of this is fabric from my fairy god Cheryl, although not all of it, but most of it. So that, I mean, why didn't I do zipper tabs before? I don't know. Oh, and I finally put, some of my tags and stuff. This was a gift. I got a whole batch of these tags, like 50 of them from one of my friends, as a gift for being a bridesmaid in her wedding. And it was like, I sobbed my fucking eyes out when I opened them. That was years ago, and I've only just now gotten the confidence to like put them in stuff that I've made. So this is the giveaway one. Oh, we're past 8:30. Okay, I will start looking up the names in a minute. This is the second one I ended up making. I think it's the same lining. yeah, it's that same kind of like silky lining. I made them pretty much the same layout. I just like the little bat stripe. And then I did these fun little like Alice in Wonderland ones. They're not exactly the same, but then there's this like stripy fabric on the side because it's like you're falling down. That's what it made me think of, at least. And then there's like a Star Wars one. And this was good. I'm very proud of the zipper tab on this. And it's cute because it's the blueprints. I don't know if y'all have ever looked at this particular part of Google, but you can look up the patents for anything that's ever been made and the like blueprint type breakdown artwork, the sketches explaining all the pieces. It's free, so you can just like use that for things. I gifted Lego Boyfriend a set of, it was like 5 frames attached to like one big frame, like photo frame thing. And he has a lot of chainsaws. So I found the patent images for like the earliest chainsaws and stuff. And it's just very, very cool. I don't know if that's anything anyone else gives a shit about, but I like it. This is one, it creeps me out, but in like, oh, this piece of media affected me very deeply. Chris, I bet you'll appreciate, oh, maybe I'll just be sneaky and send this to you anyway. Actually, I'll think about this later. I'm scheming. I'm sneaky scheming. Okay. I love this bag, but it freaks me out a little bit. So, if any of you have looked to the Adventure Zone, the Balance arc, that's kind of their like first one. It's fucking amazing. If you need something to escape reality for a couple months, podcast wise, highly recommend the Balance arc. But this freaks me out because there is a presence called the Hunger, and it's just like thousands of eyes, like an incomprehensible number of eyes. So it, like, when I first laid this fabric over this and then like stitched it down, I was all goosebumps because art affects you. Affects me, at least. And then this real fun swirly Jack and Sally one that I like very much. I think the inside is, yeah, also orange. I can open all the other ones, but I already put them all over here, so. Goodbye, tiny bags. Oh no! Sorry, Death Star. Okay. Okay, there's chat to catch up on. So yes, Seeger videos. Is that where I got from here? Sorry, I'm just reading all the things. He could be called Logging Boyfriend. I'm just gonna call him Kenny Loggins from now on. Kenny Loggins is Lego Boyfriend. The secret's out. Ooh, I've never been good at wire wrapping. Oh, good, Chris. I'm glad you understand the Hunger one. Also, I'm so glad that you've been enjoying the Adventure Zone. I'm not caught up on Graduation. I only got a handful of episodes in. I think I need to like binge it all at once. I mean, at least in chunks. If I like spend a day at my part-time job, I can kind of just hem 10,000 pairs of uniform pants, and be in a fantasy world. Okay. Oh no, hot gluing yourself to stuff is not great. That's good. So okay, all the thoughts are happening at once. So, if you have not, when would I have even talked about this? I don't know. Yeah, graduation, not that I'm against an arc where it's not Griffin DMing, although I like Griffin. I'm talking about the Adventure Zone. If any of you don't know, it's a D&D podcast by the McElroys, and I love them. So it's not that like I can't handle something that isn't just Griffin being the game master, but I had a really hard time with Travis. And like I'm a detail person, so this is maybe a bit of projection, I guess. I've never DM'd a game. I don't think I'm a very good like storyteller, so I'm very detail focused, so I think I would give too much detail to like for the exposition of something, and like may also like I can see myself doing stuff that Travis is doing because he's doing it. It's like I'm learning. Oh no, that's not a good way to handle this. Not that he's doing. I don't want to talk a bunch of shit about him because like he's trying it out. This is his first time doing it. That being said, I have a really hard time with like non-playable characters talking to non-playable characters because it's not a game at that point. You're dictating your own audiobook, and I have a hard time paying attention during that stuff. Oh, did any of you deal with there's this stuff called shoe goo, and it's just like a heavy duty like gloopy really thick super glue basically that my brother and his friends would use. They skated all the time, like skateboards. And their shoes, they're like Etnies and stuff, or DC shoes. The soles would like come off of the bottom of the shoe. So they would use the shoe glue to like repair it because they beat the fuck out of those things. And I remember one of my brother's friends got a massive glob of it on the back of his leg, and it was upsetting. He basically had to like, he had very hairy legs, so he had to like shave the back of one of his legs, which I think turned into him just shaving his legs, which he was not happy about. And it wasn't just on the hair, it was also on like his skin, so it was miserable. I used to work in a dental lab doing all the plaster work, and there's a lot of super gluing involved, and the super glue we used, you could also use an accelerator that like instantly cured it. But sometimes what would happen is the sprayer nozzle on the accelerator bottle, you know how sometimes spray bottles, there's like the misting, and then there's the fucking laser jet that like you feel like you're getting stabbed. Sometimes something would be wrong with the spray nozzle, and it would do the laser jet thing, which rather than spraying like an even mist across, oh yeah, that smell, you sprayed the mist on the super glue, it would just cure right away. And it would almost like steam, like a little smoke. It was because it was such a instant chemical reaction. But if it had the little laser shooty boy, as happens when you spray stuff with like a fine point direct hit of water, it would like spray onto your hand, and sometimes it'd like get on my face or something, or on my, oh, what's the word I said the other day, Sama? My décolletage. Depending on what I was wearing, like, my clavicle and stuff. Because I would hold the upper and lower models, and there was a thing called an articulator that we'd like glue to the back of each so that it'd open like an actual jaw, as close as you can, with those fucking Orbix articulators, those pieces of shit. I have thoughts on articulators because all I did was glue models together. Well, I made the models and then I would glue them together. I did that for like 10 to 12 years. It was a lifetime of teeth. So yeah, I would go to spray the hot glue, but I had to hold it here to make sure, like, you know, you got to look at the bite to make sure it's accurate to how the person bit. So you're like checking all the teeth and you got to look really close and you hold it while you're looking to make sure it's not like leaning to one side, and then you spray it. So sometimes it's like this close to your face. Nightmare. The number of times I had to just like hold at least one of my hands in a whole vat, like a rubber bowl full of acetone, like the stuff that's in the more harsh nail polish removers. No wonder I have dry skin and very sensitive skin. Yeah, shit show, man. I don't miss that at all. It was fun making a mess all day, but it's not like sewing isn't messy. And I'm also not getting gypsum stone in my lungs all the time. Although I'm sure there's something in the fabric fibers that is also going to murder me. Slowly and softly. Cheers! I'm going to write down some names. I'm just full of sugar now because apple cider will do that. I love that. I'm going to start. That's how I feel. If you're not making some kind of mess, you're doing it wrong. It's kind of fun making a mess. Like, okay, also, weird neurotic person thing. I fucking love vacuuming. Much like the reason I like sewing more than knitting is it's an instant gratification thing. Vacuuming is, there's literally a pile on the floor and you go over it and then the dirt is gone or whatever it is. It's instantaneous. I think that's why I don't like scrubbing cleaning, because sometimes you gotta let stuff sit for like a chunk of time and it's just not for me. So yeah, I really like, right, duck pin. I meant to write that down. This is fascinating. I love learning about weird regional shit. It's my favorite thing. I feel like I yell about it all the time. Oh, I was talking about baked beans yesterday because of fucking course I was talking about baked beans yesterday. I was like, there was some regional food thing I went on a tantrum about yesterday. Of course it's beans. Okay. Oh, Bert hates the sound of cans opening. It's that poor little dude has seen some shit. I'm glad I don't know, but I also like I wish I knew, kind of. So he's 12. We adopted him just over a year ago, so he was 11 when he came to us. And he was used for breeding down in Mississippi before that. So like little homie has seen some things. The way he reacts to stuff, it's a bummer. Like we kind of chuckle when it happens because like I'm literally opening a beer can. Nothing's going to happen to you, but that means like he's dealt with some things. Yeah, I think the beans for breakfast are a holdover. It's a different, like sauce though. Don't get me wrong. I eat like vegetarian Heinz baked beans, and when they're at the fucking store, the Irish, Bachelor's brand baked beans, those are the best ones because they're tomato based, but the Bachelor's has like some spices in there that the Heinz baked beans, like the Who sells out thing, those beans. It's very red, where northern, like there's Boston baked beans, which is molasses based. There's also usually like pork in there, but the northern New England, like French Canadian influence baked beans are what is the word? Maple syrup. There's maple syrup in the sauce, and it's like just more of a brown sauce. It's not as acidic like the tomatoes. I don't know. It's very interesting. I want to try to make some. My mom makes baked beans from scratch, and they're choice. They are Chef's kiss. Ah. I haven't called the thing yet, Alyssa. I shockingly got distracted. I have my stuff out, so I'm gonna do the names in a minute. Ooh, okay. Do you like cut up hot dogs and put it in the baked beans? Cause I defo fuck with that. It makes sense. Do they do maple style beans? Is that the bean style of your people, Chris? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what I found is when it's yes, so like grilling baked beans when it's like for barbecue, um that's I mean, we do it here sometimes, but that feels much more like a more south thing. Um and listen, y'all, I fucking love baked beans, except when they're mustard based, which are generally the ones that are used for grilling. Um Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That being from Texas, that is it mustard based from Texas? Because I'm sure there's regional differences down south, but it's just it's a more savory thing versus up here. It tends to skew. You know, the maple syrup and the molasses. It tends to skew a little more sweet, but not. It's still different from like the British baked beans. Yeah, mustard, ketchup, brown sugar. That makes sense. Um, Yeah. Oh, I watched, there's a documentary on Netflix called Dirty Money, I think, and it talks about, um, oh, what is the word? It's maple syrup, not mafia, but a word like that. I can't remember, but especially in, Quebec, Quebec. I can't do accents. I grew up in a very French Canadian town, like huge Quebecois population. That's about as good as I can do. Wait, David, you add ketchup and mustard into the beans? Is this what you are saying to me? I bet I would love jalapeno beans. If it's I don't like mustard is I think my biggest issue. I haven't had beans in buttered bread since I was like 7. I forgot that was a thing I would like, not toast. We're talking, oh my God, this is taking me back to a place. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Listen, I put ketchup in my mac and cheese. I don't think that's like super weird. I just haven't heard of that. I have, there's this French Canadian place in, yeah, Maple Syrup Heist makes sense. Yeah. Um, yeah, I wouldn't recommend like a baked bean IV. That's probably not a recommendation I would make. Uh, oh yeah, so there's a there's a French Canadian diner that has like super good crepes and they do like a breakfast poutine. I know the people from Canada that I've heard say poutine say it differently, but like I again cannot do accents at all. But they just put like a fucking massive fried egg on top. So good. I don't know what bird it comes out of, but it's a huge. Um uh Table syrup and maple syrup, meaning like an Aunt Jemima style syrup versus like proper maple syrup. Because I feel like there's gonna be some, you know how like American cheese is called like cheese product? Is that what they have to do with like an Aunt Jemima type Oh, they're rebranding, aren't they? Which I think is a good thing. That's just the most universal. Like, I don't know a different example to get. Mrs. Buttersworth, perhaps. Those are the only two I can think of. I can think of like the generic store brand one, but unless I was holding up the jug, I don't think it'd make sense. Because, I mean, to me, they taste very different. Both serve a good purpose. Like if I'm cooking and the recipe calls for maple syrup, like with honey, I'll use the shit out of a teddy bear, and I'll save my like good for allergies local honey from the farmer's market for, honestly, I eat it off the spoon a lot. But if I'm doing like pancakes and putting honey or maple, if it's a topping, that's what we save the real shit for. But if I'm making, this is the most millennial thing I make, where I make apple, banana, quinoa like muffins, and you can use honey or maple syrup in that. So I'll just use the cheaper stuff. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that put ketchup in their mac and cheese. Yeah. So my sister, and I mean, I would eat this with her. Did you do this, I don't think I would fuck with mac and cheese and ketchup now, but did you used to do this on Vinton? The tuna and peas in the Annie's white cheddar mac and cheese, or was that like when I was living with you separately? Because I think of you whenever I think of putting anything in the white cheddar mac and cheese, which I said I should start doing that again. I used to put ketchup on everything. I still I don't really like turkey and I don't really like ham, but I'm not like a huge meat person. But okay, because I pictured you like in a different location, but I couldn't think of like where specifically you started doing the tuna and peas in specifically the white cheddar mac and cheese. Oh my god, that stuff's so good. I don't think we have any in the cupboard. They also have like a 4-cheese penne style Annie's mac, and I tend to get that more because Lego boyfriend likes it more. But I'm gonna do me next time and get the white cheddar and a can of peas. I am 1000% fine with peas out of a can. Although I'll just get them frozen most of the time, but I don't mind those. The vegetable that I prefer out of a can are sliced beets, because they're too much work to like roast myself, and I don't think they taste any worse being out of a can. We grew up like frozen chicken patties and veggies out of a can. So, and I don't know about I don't think I've ever bought fresh peas. I bought fresh like snap peas or yeah, green beans and snow peas. I can fuck with those. But not the which ones do the little peas come out of? Oh my god. How old am I? All right, I'm going to write names down. Talk amongst yourselves, or it's half an hour later. I'm never going to do this. I can't remember if anyone commented on the Patreon post where I posted like the pattern. So I'm going to check that real quick because that will go faster. And then I will switch to the recent video. Let's see. All right. I forgot. Okay. I don't know if any of you like downloaded the pattern or anything. I forgot what I captioned. Well, I like titled that post. So I didn't know how to describe this bag is different from the other ones I've made, because like they're still basic zipper pouches, but like these have tabs and a flat bottom. So if you didn't see it, I am laughing at my own joke. Yes, but I need to find smaller pieces of paper. Hold on. Because I don't want to tear a bunch up. But I must have something I can use. I titled it flat bottom bags, you make the rockin' world go round. And it made me chuckle. Here we go. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Do I have like a whole stack of these? Oh, this is going to work out really well. All right, let me see. I have little tiny Post-its. I have a stack of them. So I'll like pick a color that has enough pieces for everyone, and then I'll be able to like stick them, like write the name on the back side, stick it shut so I can't see it, and then I'll call it. Okay. Should the flat bottom bag song be on the It's a Bog Troll Life soundtrack there, Cheryl? Yeah, carrots out of a can too. That's right. So yeah, I never really fucked with frozen veggies. My default was always veggies out of a can or like fresh ones, but I also didn't know how to cook most of those because I grew up with them out of a can. But yeah, Lego boyfriend, like corn. It's a big gamble buying fresh corn because it really, there's such a short window. He's also very particular about fresh produce for reasons. But yeah, he gets like real grumpy about bad corn. Like, I'm down with any kind of corn on the cob. I will buy myself one single one and just boil it. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on like the actual lyric change on that. Can that count as a parody? Yeah, why is corn like, I feel like lots of vegetable, like fruit will go moldy quick depending on when it's out of season. I feel like so I make overnight oats because again, I am 1,000 years old, and wait, does Cracker Barrel sell like boxed mac and cheese? I didn't know this. I don't actually live that far from a Cracker Barrel, I don't think. Also, I can't say that string of words for some reason. If I think about it, Cracker Barrel is fine, but when I just tried to say it, all the letters died. Okay. All right. There were just conversational comments on the Patreon. Oh, that's my own face. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, Carrie. So y'all, if you don't already follow Carrie, she's is it a different channel then? I want to confirm this before I send people to the wrong place. It should, I think the way I found it was I looked up Invisible Goddess Creations. So, here, I can type it in here. Oh, can I not? Maybe why is this difficult? Oh, is that what you were saying, Jenny? Is Cracker Barrel mac and cheese is your favorite? I didn't realize. I thought you meant like at the actual. I almost did it again. Cracker Barrel. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look for it. Okay, so Carrie, who is Ren Fair Goddess on here, but if you look up Invisible Goddess Creations. Oh wait, if I mute this, can I pop in as a viewer and type it in the chat this way? I'll do it this way. Oh, that's me. This is weird. I don't like this at all. Oh, and you can see that I have the laptop up on a footstool. because I was gonna start filming on here, but I forgot if you live stream from your laptop, you need an OBS, and I don't want to fuck with that. And the delay, there's a delay, and it's freaking me out. Okay, so Carrie has been doing like a video podcast. She just released her second video today, I assume. I'm about halfway through it. So yeah, you should go check it out, because it's nice to have on when I'm crafting stuff. Like, it's nice having other crafters talking about their makes or actively making stuff, while I can't have this video up in the background. This is very distracting. Okay. Yeah, it's nice because granted, I do enjoy being a hermit, but it's nice feeling like I'm in like a co-working space. It's weirdly motivating. So I enjoy long form content like that. Talking about stuff you've made, or as you're also making stuff. Okay, so also Carrie's much better than me in like a live stream format. Oh yes. Oh, okay. Yes, please share your links, because I know a bunch of you have Etsy shops and have talked to me about them, but I think I only follow a couple. So please share them in the chat. And I am thinking about doing oh, congrats on day 2 of Etsying. It can be stressful, but I mean, certainly worth it for me. Like, it's such a time suck. And I have complaints about them, but like, overall it's worth it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm a hot mess when I'm doing live streams, obviously. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. I was given the advice on shipping tiny, fine, breakable stuff like that. Words. There's someone, fuck, what is the name of the shop? Lost Woods Creations. He does a bunch of woodworking out in the seacoast of New Hampshire. And super nice dude. His name is Jeff, and we were table mates at a convention, a kind of shit show of a convention last fall. And I was asking him how he packages. He makes like custom guitar picks out of wood, and I guess that's a excuse me, I swallowed air wrong. I guess it's like better for the resonance of the guitar, because like plastic will like vibrate more where the wood like absorbs that, so you're just hearing the strings. He explained it a bunch of times. So yeah, he is the one that gave me the advice on, because if I'm shipping jewelry, I had 1 or 2 pieces break when I first started, and I was like, I have to figure something out. I don't know, because like bubble wrap wasn't doing it, and like wads of tissue paper weren't doing it. And he was like, yeah, if you have like a piece of cardboard or a couple stacked, and you cut out a hole in the middle the size of like whatever your packet, you know, your thing is, oh, okay, and then you like put another piece of cardboard either side, then it helps protect it from all angles. So it does have to go out as parcel post, which is more expensive, but also the thing I've been yelling at Sama a bunch and myself is like, you have no control over what the shipping costs. I think people are starting to be more reasonable about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you want to add, and let me know if you're not able to add your links in here, because I know sometimes YouTube can be weird about certain comments. That's awesome, Alyssa. I have my like, I'm gonna be doing a t-shirt thing. I keep meaning to do it sooner than later, and then like other projects come up. Just Whimsy Design. Cool. Yeah, Carrie has been trying to get me to check out Pirate Ship for a while. So do they go through USPS or is it its own shipping thing? Because also especially this year, I've always been on board with giving USPS more money. Oh, weighted hem skirt is smart. Oh, dope. Okay. I mean, I should probably look into it, as Carrie has been yelling at me for 2 years now. Oh, shit. There may be another accessible type of clothing. I may work on something after this live stream ends that I forgot about. I'm gonna not talk about it otherwise. Ooh, have you had to go to physical therapy for your shoulder surgery? I'm currently in physical therapy for just like chronic shoulder pain, always and forever. And I would imagine, like, it hurts like a motherfucker, my shoulders all the time, but I would imagine having to recover from something is also is like what I'm dealing with, but times a lot more. And shoulder surgery sounds, anything with that, like where joints are, especially like rotator cuff, it seems like a lot. Although my physical therapist was saying that knees are like the hardest thing to recover. Yeah, well, good luck. He was saying there's a lot going on with shoulders, but like it's a pretty good like recovery rate to like pretty full mobility after a shoulder surgery. Nice. Okay. You know how I was gonna write names down and then immediately got distracted because things and stuff happened? Okay. I gotta find. It should just be the most recent video, right? Oh no, that is the live stream currently happening. Never mind. I don't need to watch my own shit. Okay. Sort by. I will do. I think if I do newest first, it should give me all of them. Okay, right. I'm going to do it on. Let me find something to put this in. Hold on. I'm going to put them in the bag. How's that sound? It's from overuse and bad posture. Yeah. I overwork my top half like crazy. Oh, Cheryl, I was like, wait, I know you sent me messages, so part of why I hadn't grabbed drinks and like was just feeding Bert before this started. I usually feed him at 7, but I didn't feed him till like just before 8 because I was trying to watch Darren Chris's live stream on Instagram. He's so cute and lovely, and him singing along to his own songs on. He was rewatching his first episode of Glee. And it was so sweet. I can't believe that was a decade ago. I've been following his career for like a bonkers length of time. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people I know that actively do things with their hands get like carpal tunnel and tendonitis and just like have to wear braces and stuff. Yeah, stud is a good word. Have I told y'all about how my sister waited for what, an hour and a half, 2 hours in like unseasonably cold weather in the beginning of May so that I could meet him? Yeah, we craft to like keep ourselves sane. We craft to exercise our brains, but it like kills our meat sacks, as Rachel Maxey calls them. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start writing names. It's happening! It's happening! Okay. Okay, I keep meaning to ask this, and I'm sorry I haven't asked this sooner. I'm gonna do a bad job saying this whole thing. I have assumed to call you Julie, but the full username is Acolyte Julie J, and I want to make sure I'm not fucking that up. Yeah. Yeah, he's a real handsome man. He joked about how tiny he looks in that teenage dream scene in Glee. And I remember walking up to talk to him. I was like, talking to my sister after, just being like, "Oh, he's so little." He's not like tiny. I just assumed he'd be taller. Y'all only see me from here up, but one of the funniest fucking things that's ever happened in my time on the YouTubes is there's a really great crafty gal named Jen. Her channel name is Technicolor Moments. I don't think she's posted on YouTube in a while, but she has an Etsy shop and stuff. I think it's just called Technicolor Moments. She's doing a lot of Cricut things, like heat transfer vinyl things and sticker vinyl things, and doing a bunch of designs and everything. She's super great. I went on a road trip a couple summers ago where there's like a ton of footage that I've still never edited from 2 or 3 summers ago now. Christ. But I got to stop by and have dinner with her and her family. We were supposed to go for ice cream, but I got stuck in Delaware because there was a really bad accident on a bridge, and I was stuck like for hours and hours and hours. People were getting out of their cars because we were just on a standstill on this bridge for hours, and it was hot and super uncomfortable. Like, no one was moving anywhere. No one wanted to run out of gas, so like shut their vehicles off, and it almost turned into like a tailgate party. It was super funny. I mean, not that the accident happened, but just the way everyone was handling it was like, all right, we're all just gonna like hang out with each other at other people's cars because we have nothing to do and there's nowhere to go. So anyway, I was late to her house, so we didn't get to like do the whole hangout we were hoping to, but I got to have dinner with her family, which is very sweet. And when I walked up to her house, because she has also been posting videos forever, and like in my head, I just assume I know what I look like off of camera, like what the rest of me looks like. So I just have it in my head like, oh, that person's also probably taller than I expect. I think there's legit a solid 12-inch difference in our height. And both of us, like, I didn't realize how much shorter she was than what I thought. And likewise, she was like, you are so tall. It's like, hello, yes. It was so funny and such a typical, like, we had known each other for years and then finally met in person. It was just like, you are so much differently sized than I thought, because you have no concept of what I look like in real life on here. So yeah, it was very funny. Just a very internet thing to have happen. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like taking the wrong part of your name. If like Julie was your middle name or something. There's a really cute song. Sorry if you probably get this 10,000 times. I know. But there's a really sweet song by Fountains of Wayne called Hey Julie. And it's real cute. All right. I'm writing names. I'll know what that is. I'm sticking it over. And tossing it in the bag. And likewise, Jeanette, do you, I know I call you Jeanette all the time, but I know your internet handle is Jet. Is that a name? Because, like, I don't prefer my full name, personally. So if that is your, the thing you would prefer me to call you, let me know. Because listen, I don't correct people. I don't tend to correct people when they say my full name, most of the time. It's very circumstantial. But when they just automatically, I mean, my name is Joe on most things, so it's fine. But it's not really an issue a lot of times. But if it's like an office where I have to have my legal name on stuff, I get, I really don't like my full name. So I get, wow, I spelled your name very badly, Alyssa. Sorry. I fixed it. But yeah, I always prefer when someone uses my nickname. And I've certainly considered legally changing that a bunch. But whatever I want to keep Joe, and I wouldn't be going by my full name anyway, so why would I go through the process of legally changing it? That seems like a lot of paperwork. Oh, fuck, I think I just wrote Ruby. I'm just making sure. This is also why I'm can you see? I think, okay. I want to make sure everything's above bar here. Okay, yeah, Ruby. This is what happens when I talk and I write at the same time. Stephanie Benson, if you are here, I don't know if that's an entry or not. I think, are you here? Wait. Hello. Yeah, it's like, wait, because I'm still gonna go by Joe if I change my, because I would change it to like Josephine or like Josephine is the name I would change it to. Wait, what's Carrie short for? If you don't have to say if you don't want to. Yeah, Stephanie, I don't know if that's an entry or not. I'm not familiar with you. And this other person that's also not an entry. Oh, Dustin. We got my dude Dustin, fellow Hufflepuff, in the house. Actually, I mean, I don't think he's in the chat, but we pals. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh my god, it's another balloon. That was just for Sama. I forgot that I started joking about it being an 18 plus. It being an 18 plus giveaway. Just because I will need your address to send it to you. I'm doing Anna's. But I forgot that I made a joke that, like, I promise I won't be putting dildos in the bag. Kari? Interesting. So, a huge pet peeve of mine, all right, Bobbert, a huge pet peeve of mine is when people would say my full name incorrectly. And listen, like, if I'm introducing myself to someone, they never accept the fact that my name is Joe and I get like 14 other names before I spell it, and they will still be like, Jill? Joan? Joel? I got Joel the other day at a car dealership. Okay, so Bobbert and then Alex. I like how you spell your name, Alex. I'm so behind on replying to comments. I've read all the ones from recent videos, but I like to dedicate a chunk of time to actually like sitting and replying to all of them. And not like half-assing, being like, Okay, thanks. Heart. I want to like actually sit with, because you took the time to watch my shit and comment on it. And I enjoy chatting with everyone. So I want to give it due time. With a K. Yeah, I do know a lot of oh, like ack. I don't know why I can't wrap my head around this. Oh, okay. So so my full name is Joanna. Oh, it's so bad. I hate it. It sounds like there's a W and an H in there. I really don't like it. I know some people that have my full name that don't dislike it. Something about the way it sounds like a different name to me. And it just doesn't feel like mine. Alisa. Oh, I've been calling you Alyssa. I have one of my very, very, very best friends, like mostly spells her name the same way as you, but it's Elissa. So my brain always goes to her. Her thing. Okay, here's all the names. I can't see. I just gotta pick one. Okay. Who's it gonna be? Hey! Speak of the devil. No, I don't think you're the devil. It's Alisa. Yeah. You get another spooky bag. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Heck yeah. I mean, I'd be pretty hyped about anybody, but yeah, I'm excited. You'll probably have to send me your address again. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. I promise I'll recycle these also. When I'm in here, I put all of my throwings away in here. But then when I put them in the actual bins, I like separate the trash from the recycling. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, because you won the little cat bag, right? So you're gonna have all the spooky bags. Yeah, I think you sent me your address on Instagram. So if you don't mind sending me that again, I have to mail some other stuff out tomorrow. So I will, at least by the end of this week, I have to go back to the post office. So I will send this out ASAP. Yay! We did it. I finally got there. Yeah, that's rad. Cool. I'm glad you won. I would have been excited for anybody, but I'm excited for you to like build your spooky bag collection. Heck yeah, my dude. I'm glad anyone's excited to get this. Yeah. I like doing stuff like this. Yeah, I'm down to keep hanging out for a little bit. There is something I forgot I should work on that I should work on. At least a little bit. So I'm gonna set this aside over there. Yeah, there's a thing I should work on tonight. Yeah, that's exactly it, Julie. You can never have too many zipper pouches. This is, I will fight and die on that hill. No, I win the best sister game every day. God damn it. Jenny is my sister, if that was not obvious. Cheryl, don't tell her. Don't tell her I say nice things about her. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, we're not going to do a sit and cry thing. That's not, Yes. Yes, I call you a hag all the time. Yeah, I'm glad I have a rad sister. Also, I'm warm. I promise I'm not just randomly undressing. It's not that kind of live stream. Right, duck pins. Coming back to the duck pins. Duck pins. Ooh. No, you're an aunt too. Oh god. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna scroll back and I'm gonna try to figure out this pronunciation thing because I've just been calling you Carrie, but that also sounds like it could be pronounced the same way as like Kerry. I mean, I know Carrie's that spelled the same way, but um. Oh, Cheryl, I didn't see your comment about the Joanniversary. Yeah, Joann's, the fabric store, did a they're like they do an annual sale called their Joanniversary, and normally it's spelled, it's Joann's, which is not my name, but because anniversary, it's Joanniversary. It's yeah, I got so many texts and emails about that. So also, oh my god. Okay, you said ah is in. Oh god. I need to make notes for my dumb brain to absorb this. I'm gonna do it. Kari? I'm sorry if this is just making it worse. Ack. For real, this is why I can't do accents or King of Queens. Christ, I haven't watched that show in ages. Hi, Bobby Joe. Yeah, I have a sister and a brother. Although my sister basically like raised me. Not to out her as an old, but there is enough of an age gap there where like sometimes we'd be walking in the mall together and people would be like, "Is that your teen mom?" Not that they ever phrased it that way, but yeah, she took me under her wing. And this is why I am the glowing example of a human being you see here before you. That's right. That's right. I did talk about stuff being in an 18 plus bag. Oh my god, please, you say it. Hold on a second. We're gonna do some active research here. Oh no, is my internet out? It's out on my laptop. Oh no. I'm gonna give that a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. And then I will continue catching up on the chat. Hold, please. Bert, you keep an eye on things. Little Bert. Little Bert. Okay, I survived. I didn't think anything traumatic was going to happen. Okay, Alyssa, you messaged me. Cool. Elisa, sorry. I'll get better at it. And don't... Listen, I see everything in text from y'all most of the time. So if I like mention you in videos and live streams and stuff, I will not be upset if you correct me. At all. Yeah, I've actually had people ask if I'm from the Midwest more than from Boston. I'm reading your comment, David, about asking, about people asking if I have a Boston accent, because I don't. My dude does sometimes, and it's very funny when it slips out, because it's like a different person is speaking. Yeah, I think it's more the references I make, like Candlepin bowling, that out me as a New Englander. I'm sure there are some things I say. I've been saying the word envelope a lot lately, and I got called out by someone who grew up in the same town as me for saying it weird, and like he'd make fun of me every time I said it. So I said it a different way for a while, but I've been talking about shipping stuff a lot lately. So I've said it a lot of times the past couple weeks, and I for sure say envelope again. But I've said it enough times, and like, because that person made fun of me for it, it's like I'm much more aware of it. And I don't know what regional thing that is. It just feels fancier, I guess. But it's not, that's not a word I thought about before I got made fun of for it. So I don't know if that was like something I picked up in school or what. How Newman pronounces Jerry. So, Carrie. Is that how I have to say it? I have glasses. I don't have curly hair, though, and I'm not a postal worker. But, you know. Now I'm just going to, like, grunt it at you every time I say your name. um... Oh, brilliant, Chris. I'm going to make myself a note right now. I may call it pimp yo shit. Oh my god. Okay, the two things I remembered while I was upstairs that I forgot to mention before is I was harping on my name. I grew up in the Catholic Church. I'm a recovering Catholic, but when I went to church, when I got my first communion, there was this woman that like sang everybody's name to the Hosanna in the Highest song, and my full name fits pretty well in there, but she would call me Johanna. And there was another woman I worked with, similar vibe actually, personality wise and appearance wise. This woman named Alice I worked with. it was my sister's favorite coworker. She would call me Joanna, and there was another girl I worked with called Cassandra. and she was adamant that that's how her name was pronounced, and she would call her Cassandra. She was like, and she would super affect how she said it. And when we'd correct her, and I also went by Joe. Like it was embroidered on like my smock that I wore. I didn't want my full name being said, nor did I want it being said wrong, and then get argued at over how I pronounce my name. So I'm like super cantankerous about that shit. But yes, I will set up a thing. So that was the name thing. I will set up a thing in Discord. Also, here's a question. Maybe I should ask this privately to the Patreon pals, but like, are y'all cool with me just opening up the Discord to everyone? Because I feel like, I know I don't post all the time, and I don't want to like constantly harp on people to chat, but obviously I think it'd be more active if it was for everyone. But it was through Patreon that I like first set up a Discord, so I don't know a lot about it. But basically, if you are not part of the Patreon and don't currently have access to the Discord, would you like that? And then Patreon homies, if like, let me know your opinion either way. You don't even have to say it in here. You can message me with whatever feelings you have on it. But it's something I've been thinking about because I like seeing other people's projects, and that's a great place to like share your craft assistance. That's one of the little I don't even know what they're called. Separate Discord chats. I don't know, because there's the whole Discord server and then different channels. Is that the breakdown? Yeah, I'm still learning. Oh, Cheryl texted me. Okay. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. No pressure. Like it's a perk of the crew, but like the Patreon crew, but like it's totally up to you all whether or not that happens. So yes, I will set that up. Oh, Allie. Okay, cool. Did I give him an accident paper cut with an envelope? No. Karma has its own way of working things out, and that man was trying to adjust an uneven cornhole board and cut off 2 of his own fingers. So I'm okay with how things panned out. What a horrible thing to say. Cheers. Oh boy. Oh, request only. That makes sense instead of just having it. Okay. That seems like a good even ground. That's a very solid point. That is a very solid point. So like everyone can have access to it, but I have to like approve them first. Yeah. That's smart. That is smart. I didn't think about that. I forget. Not everyone has super awesome and like people can find my shit wherever. This is I love having a small channel because everyone here is cool. I've literally had 3 people over the course, maybe 4, over the course of pushing a decade doing that. Like I've been on YouTube since 2006, which is upsetting to think about. Does anyone else remember the first thing they looked up on YouTube? Because I do. I was doing a research paper for English class. And why we were talking about this in English, I don't know. But doing a research paper on the JFK assassination, and there was footage of the news video footage of the footage from that. So yeah, that's the first thing I ever looked up on YouTube, and it was I'm sure the footage isn't any better, but like the video quality of like streaming things over the internet is probably a little better because it was very pixelated and audio was non-existent. Of course, it's from the 60s, so it's not going to be great anyway. It was probably on like a Super 8 film or something. Anyway, it's because it was a really horrific, fucked up thing I was looking up that's like forever scarred in my brain. But yeah, I was a junior in high school. And then I finally signed up because you could watch videos without having an account. And then I finally signed up for an account like just after the school year. And yeah, found Threadbanger is one of the like first half dozen channels I found, I think. And the Vlogbrothers I subscribed to when Oxio Deathly Hallows came out. Whenever it's funny, I felt like I was so late to the game because their project had been going for like a couple months by the time Hank did that video, and it was on the featured page of YouTube. So I felt like I was like jumping on the bandwagon of the Vlogbrothers, and here we are 13 years later. Fucking wild. And I don't feel that way about other people that have come to them like after I did, because thinking about the lifetime of the Vlogbrothers, I mean, I don't know what their numbers were back then when that was, I mean, it's not a thing I tend to look for unless I'm having a conversation like this. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I don't know why I'm on this tangent. Oh, cool. Oh, MySpace. I didn't do Bebo. It's weird thinking how long I've been posting crafting videos, because I did like dumb vloggy type things before that. And the first videos I posted were actually, what was the name of the thing? I'm not even friends with this person anymore, but we did a back and forth video series, Vlogbrothers style, called we called it the Random Exchange. I think we've both since deleted all the videos. But yeah, they went away to college. So that would have been 2007, because I graduated high school in 2007. I didn't go to college. I went to bartending school. Yeah, Vlogbrother. I wonder if there's a way to know when you subscribe. Like, I guess I know the date. But I wonder what their subscriber count was, because in my brain they're like one of the biggest channels, but they also don't actively try to grow their channel, which, like, pretty much same. I like our crew here, and again, it's been for the number of years I've been on here, the infrequency with which I get shitheads is like, I cannot believe the statistical outcome of that. It's kind of wild. It's like less than a portion of 1% of things I deal with. So I'm thankful you're all real chill. And by the sounds of it, I feel like I would get along with all of you in real life. I don't even know the things you're talking about. I did live journal for a while. A very long time, actually. MySpace. Neopets. Big into Neopets. Way too many hours sunk into that website. Are they Scientologists now? Or maybe they always were and now they're out as Scientologists. I would love to do a meetup. I feel like everyone's so spread out though. That's why I was talking about just meeting up for like, I don't want to give away specific locations, but there's a really good sandwich shop with a lot of baseball memorabilia. David, if that place is still open when COVID's over, I'd love to come over your way and go get food there. Cause I'm never over that way. That was actually one of mine and Lego Boyfriend's first dates was going to that particular place. Yeah, sandwiches. Sierra Network. There's someone else that lives in. There's someone that's not too far away in Massachusetts, and someone else that lives on the Cape. I have a bunch of friends that are from the Cape but don't live there anymore. So if they're home with their folks and I go visit them, an off-season Cape Cod meetup would actually probably be pretty fun. Just when it's a lot more quiet. Oh, sorry. A lot of notifications just popped up at the same time. Okay. That was a lot. Yeah, LiveJournal. Most of my time on LiveJournal was just bitching about my sister to my sister's friends. I was 8 when I started my LiveJournal. So there's so much garbage on there. Oh, you have family in New England? Yeah. I mean, I have one family. I have one family member in Balmore. I don't even know if I'm actually saying it right. It's just I got scolded once well down there. I can't let it go. Much like I used to, or wait a second. Where was I? Oh, I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I got harassed a bunch for not pronouncing Louisville right, where I called it Louisville, Kentucky. But no, it's Louisville. And then, so that was like middle school for me. I was on a volunteer. Oh, did it cut out for a second? Let me know. Yeah, Jenny, I don't think you would know about this sandwich place. It's full of secrets. It's not. I just know you don't spend time in the place I'm thinking of. Oh, yeah, dial up. Woof. I was watching a movie. And that noise happened and I fully had like Balmer. Okay. No, it's not Louisville. No, I got scolded a bunch for that. But I learned because I spent a week around it and like they beat it out of me. Louisville. But yeah, so many years later I was at a cookout with some friends, and like a friend of theirs is from Louisville, and I was like, oh, I spent a little bit of time there. I really liked hanging out in Louisville. It was neat. And she's just like, you have been there. You're saying it right. I was like, yeah. Like I said, a very bad accents and any kind of like local affectation. I'm bad at pronouncing. I'm bad at words is what I'm trying to say. My best friend Moss, who you will hear about. Oh, okay. So I already filmed the video that's going out this Friday. I actually filmed it a week or two ago. Yes, I just punched my own beer can. I punched myself in the glasses twice today. But the project is a thing that I made for her, Moss. And I'm a heads up, I get a little weepy. It's been a while since I've had a good cry in a video. I've never been to a Sonic. Oh, towns in Massachusetts. This is a fun game. I used to think the town, I'm going to type how it's spelled. Have we done this before? I feel like we've done this before. So I actually don't have too hard of a time with like the Native American town names because it's pretty phonetic from what I have found. But let me see. Where my live stream? Oh yeah, I was going to look up a video of Carrie saying her own name. I feel like I have definitely done this before. I've heard Sonic, they're the ones with the like the round ice cubes. Is that a whole thing? So that is a town name in Massachusetts. Please type out how you would like sound out how you would say it. While I wait for those text responses, I'm going to look up one of Carrie's videos because she says her name in it. Peabody is pretty good. Peabody. That's very good. Spelled out like that makes me very happy. So my brother, I don't think it matters if I say this. My brother's older than me. Both my siblings are older than me. We'll say my brother was 21 or over. So I was sitting at our home as a young teen. Him and his best friend were drinking just you remember those like Oreo to-go cups and like Nutter Butter to-go cups? It was like mini bite-sized versions, and they were in these cups that had a plastic wrap around them, but if you pulled the plastic off, it was just like a white plastic drinking cup. Also, were y'all from families that just turned whatever vessel you got your like food in, like pickle jars and shit and jam jars? The Peanuts, Welch's grape jelly jars. Oh my God. And those Burger King cups. Anyway, we had a lot of those. So, we were drinking, or they were drinking, just straight Captain Morgan's Parrot Bay mango rum out of one of the massive. It was probably close to a quart. I don't have my Nalgene here, but I'd say almost a quart. Just straight Parrot Bay mango, which is not, I don't like mango anyway. And they pressured me into drinking it because they said it tasted like fruit punch. No, the fuck, it does not. I hate it. And maybe that's why I don't drink rum drinks, because I was not old enough to be doing that. Not that, listen, I will say it outright. I did plenty of underage drinking because there were just no rules in my household. My dad handed me my first beer when I was 5. It was like, it's like carbonated apple juice. And no, it's Budweiser. Tastes like warm piss. Okay. Oh, Haverhill makes me laugh. Yeah. But antlers. Aw. That's good. Yeah, Worcester's pretty good. So speaking of Sama's secret husband, that was on a nationally televised food show. That was like multiple episodes. Him saying, and I think he says it on the show, on the Great Food Truck Race, I think he says it on there, but he used to do mac and cheese live streams a lot where he would, on Twitch, he would cook mac and cheese. Clever Foodies is the name of their catering company. 10 out of 10 recommend any of their food if you ever get the chance, because her husband made me my favorite thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. So fucking good. Like a religious experience. It was incredible. And I have no words. I have no words. He's a miracle worker. But him saying Worcestershire is one of my greatest joys in life, because he fucks it up intentionally so bad. It cracks me up every time. So that place that I typed out is Bill Ricca. It looks like Bill Erica or Bill Erica or something, but no, it's Bill Ricca. I thought that was a man's name, like first name Bill, last name Ricker, but because the people talking mass accents, I was like, they're probably just saying Ricca instead of Ricker. Yeah, Bill Ricker. I thought it was someone my dad worked with. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, this has been super fun. I should probably go soon because there's a thing I need to work on. Can you hear that? He's dreaming. You having nightmares, bub? You okay? Everything all right? Oh, you're okay. Poor baby. Oh my god, he's so cute. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah. It is. Is this? What is this? Is this Abercrombie and Fitch? It was thrifted, so yes. I've thought about doing something else over it, but also like, I'm from New Hampshire. We have moose on our license plates. Them's the words I'm trying to think of. So yeah, I've thought about embroidering over it, because it's also technically navy here. But to make it more Hufflepuffy, obviously, I'd go over it with some black. Also, these buttons are like a brown. I mean, they look, well, they're kind of like silvery. They're brown, but with a like, yeah, an opalescence to them. But I've thought about swapping them out for just black buttons, because it's my Hufflepuff sweater. Because I'm a Hufflepuff. Oh shit, Cheryl, you right. Cross stitch badger. That's the perfect place to do that. Yeah, I've been wanting to try out like doing a cross stitch, but instead of doing it just on the Aida fabric, put the Aida fabric over something like, you know, whatever I would want the image on, cross stitch it, and then pull the individual threads of the Aida fabric out, so it would maybe potentially just be on the garment. I very much want to do this thing. Oh, honey badger. Honey badger don't give a shit. I wish I could be like honey badger. Cheryl, what are you doing? This is how this happens. Oh, I always sound exasperated, but it is from. It's like I'll brainstorm stuff with Cheryl and be like, "Oh, have you ever used that stuff?" And then she's a sneaky shit. Sends me stuff. Why can't see? I mean, listen. I said some like, did I call Grant a sneaky shit earlier for sending me the book? This is this a part of growing up in the Catholic churches? You can't accept nice things. You aren't allowed to have nice things. Sticky Salvi is it's making me think of the ticky tacky. That's not what they're called. Oh, now I'm thinking of that Pete Seeger song. So I was talking about Woody Guthrie a lot recently. I have a sticker on my sewing machine. Sticker on my sheen? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I haven't been saying enough Hail Marys. uh Wait a second. Hold on. I lost the conversation. Honey badgers, sticky Selby. Right. So, I have a sticker on my machine. The first thing I ever bought from dftba.com, that and a Pizza John shirt, was the This Machine Kills Fascists sticker. It was for a laptop, but I put it on my sewing machine because that seems more helpful since I tend to sew a lot of like recycled materials and upcycled materials. Listen, I'm imperfect about it. I had someone tear into me. I don't think I talked about this anywhere. I don't know why I don't know why I would hesitate to talk about this. Yeah, someone got upset about the video where I was talking about that sticker, and talking about donating the money I made from my Etsy shop that month to either the NAACP legal fund or I donated it to Black Lives Matter, and they got real upset about it and were yelling at me about how much I love capitalism and stuff, and that I have that sticker on my machine because that's the sentiment I put it on there with. It is a whole thing. It was a whole thing. And listen, this is why I say I'm imperfect about things, but I try to use like recycled materials and buy things secondhand to reduce waste in the world, and I don't think that's a bad thing. And this, I don't know, this is one of the few people, this is one of the like what half dozen people I was talking about that haven't been chill rad people I would want to hang out with. That's all. What is that? Why is there a comment with a flag? Hold on. I've lost the chat. Okay. Right. I'm talking about the Woody Guthrie thing because Woody Guthrie and Pete Seeger were around similar times, I think, and had similar sentiments, I think. I haven't like researched this. And I am a youngin', so I wasn't around in their time. I was born in 89. And I think Pete Seeger died like 10 years ago. But Pete Seeger has the Little Boxes song. And this is what made me think of it. The Sticky Salvi, is that what you called it? Stitchy Salvi? One of those. It made me think of the little boxes made of ticky-tacky. That's what it made me think of. There are these things that a very good restaurant that's no longer around called the Muddy River Smokehouse would give out to like kids. If you know how a lot of restaurants will like give you crayons and a page to color. This place would give you, they were called Tiki Takis, and they were these like bendy, like waxy sticks, and you could make shapes and shit with them and like stick them on the walls. It was a whole thing without them marking anything. That's what that made me think of. Anyway, Can you tell that my like alcohol tolerance is all but diminished? Because this is my first beer. I had a lot of champagne on Saturday. That was probably the most I've drank this whole year, which was still, I think I had like 2.5 glasses of champagne throughout the day. But I have not been drinking a lot this year. So a full can. And this is a tall boy. This is a whole pint in a can. Hits me more than it used to, which is fine. I'll probably just be having that one. Ooh, you know what, y'all? Let's have some water. We did it. Okay. So you print the pattern on the sheet of paper. Okay. Right, the Hail Marys. All you got from going to church was shame and married. It's funny that you were in different churches. I can't remember. I went on volunteer trips with that church group, Jenny, and like I cannot remember what like affiliation it was. I have no idea. That's how much it wasn't a mission trip. Is one of the people doing the volunteering was unaware of what the actual sect was. Oh, I see. Okay, draw it on, stitch it, soak it away. Cool. It worked out very well for you, Jenny. You are very blessed. Blessed. You're not allowed in church. I feel like I would like to go walk around the church I grew up in because it's like a pretty building. Although a lot of the marble is this gross like salmony pink color. So not that part, but like the windows in the back. Y'all, I was an altar server for a chunk of my life. A brief chunk, but still a chunk. And my parents were Eucharistic ministers. Like, we were balls deep in it. And I'm very glad. I'm thankful for my sister for... I wouldn't have left as young as I did without open-minded influences like my heathen of a sister. Yeah, monstrous Catholic guilt. That, you never shake that. That was one of the funniest parts about 30 Rock. And Jack's character, Alec Baldwin's character, is he talks about like the crushing Catholic guilt a lot, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, that just stays with you forever, huh? Oh, wait, is that hi, is that one of the super chats? I see. That's what that little card was. Okay. I get it. Oh my god, it didn't burst into flames. That's great. Oh, okay. I didn't, so there was a bar, like a bright blue bar in the chat. You all probably saw that, but I was behind in the chat. So there's been this little like icon at the top. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what's happening. There's a little $2 sign, so you can't see this, but there's like, it says live. How long I've been chatting. I'm looking at my thing. Can I show you on here? Maybe I can show you on here. It doesn't matter. There's a little like head icon that says how many people are here, and then a little thumbs up that says how many people have liked it, and then there was like a little box with a star in it, like a chat box. But because it's against the white here, right here, I didn't see that there was like a money sign and a number. I just saw the little chat box and hadn't seen it before. It's a chat box ghost. Making references to things I don't actually know about. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much for that, Emma. Yeah, I think because of your Twitter handle and stuff, I always thought your first name was Emma. I like that name. Um, um, um. Wiki sticks. They're not called ticky tackies. They're called wiki sticks. Thanks, Jenny. Oh, okay. So I was out of high school by the time I learned what sweet potato fries were. I big time fuck with sweet potato fries. Sweet potatoes in pretty much any format are great. Like just bake them with nothing on them. Just bake them and I will eat. Just cut them in half, bake them, eat them. Love it. Sweet potato fries. So good. Chef's kiss. But Muddy River Smokehouse, which no longer exists, had the best dip. Because some places literally just give you like a tub of the fake maple syrup to dip sweet potato fries in. I don't necessarily want sweet stuff because they're already sweet potatoes. But their dip was like a horseradish situation. Like, not too much horseradish, but like really good Bloody Mary level of horseradish. And they were real good. But they're gone now. So there's no way for me to like, if I had Sama with me and went there, she could have like picked apart the recipe by taste, because she's good at that. Ooh, I love old fashions. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hydrate again. um, I was very confused. Jenny, not St. Anthony's, but Jan's church. I have no idea what their like affiliation was. Because like we were Catholic, like Irish Catholic, and I have no idea what the fuck that church was that I went on multiple trips for. I like this description of the delivery date is that someone is walking from California to New Hampshire to deliver the sticky salvie by hand. Allegedly. Wait, Jeanette, do you know about Letterkenny? Is that a Letterkenny reference? Are you implying there are ostriches involved? Yeah, this thing, the churches are pretty. They're pretty buildings. Um, uh, yeah. So like, I mean, the past year or even less, there's been a strong uptick in people screaming things at me on the street and like punching the hood of my car to yell things at me. I they're ridiculously unkind words, so I don't want to share what they are, but like yeah, a lot of like LGBTQ plus slurs because I apparently look gay, either like a gay lady or a gay man. And that I don't care about the like misconstrued that's not the right word. I don't care about the incorrect assumption there. That's not what upsets me. It's that someone would yell something like that and do any type of violent act like punching the hood of a car or leaning so far out of their vehicle to yell it at me and almost cause a car accident. Um, that is the shit that upsets me, is that they would do that to anybody. It's not necessarily that it's at me or that it's like not like the trueness of the statement doesn't matter. It's the hate behind it. I've had some upsetting times out in the world this year because of that type of behavior, and like the fact, as someone who is like a straight cis woman, getting that because of my appearance, like it must just be scraping the surface of what people actually dealing with that all the time deal with. Like, because it's just off my looks. Is I have short hair. I drive a pickup truck. I don't know what else they're basing it off of, but I guess these are stereotypes of lesbians and gay men. Which, like, I've always had people, like, yell at me that I'm a lesbian. It's like, and if I was, what of it? Like, why is it insulting? I don't. And then they get defensive, where it's like, see how I'm not being the defensive one here? You're the dick in this situation. So, like, I just get the tiniest glimpse of that. So I can only imagine what else that's like. Oh, thank you, Chris. Y'all don't have to send me super chats, but thank you. I don't know where those go. Oh. So, yeah, I get paid out at, listen, I literally make, like, coins, like pocket change per video AdSense wise, which is why I have a Patreon. Eventually I should set, like, a number goal, and then on my Patreon, and if I hit that, I'll just shut off ads, because, like, also, okay, worth mentioning, since y'all watch the video, you're the ones that watch the videos, YouTube did a change where they started putting mid-roll, like ads that pop up in the middle of the videos, where I've had them at the beginning and the end, just because those are the easiest to skip, and then especially when they're at the end, you can just piece the fuck out and go somewhere else. You aren't beholden to watch that to get through the video. But I don't turn on the mid-roll ads, at least for the ones that I have been posting since they made that change, that they were automatically adding some. So I don't know. The couple that I've checked that are, like, older videos that are long enough, I think anything over 8 minutes, there haven't been mid-rolls. But if there's a video you're watching and it has ad breaks in the middle, don't hesitate to comment and be like, this one has ad breaks in the middle, because then or send me a message, I guess, and just, like, what video it is, and I will untick that, because, like, I don't need you all to sit through it, because, again, it's literally, like, pennies per video. So it's just that I have almost a decade of weekly, sometimes sometimes 2 videos a week, weekly videos, that I have such a big backlog, that I think maybe twice a year, AdSense also only pays out once you've earned $100. So, or more, obviously. And there were people that, like, easily hit that threshold, like, weekly. But I hit it maybe once or twice a year. So I think the super chats come in when that comes in. It's not something I think Francesca basically bought me a beer with a super chat on one of my first live streams on my phone. And I couldn't remember, like, where they went. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate it. Don't feel obligated to do any of that, though. But I appreciate it, Chris. That's very sweet. And Emma. Oh, talking about being ADD. I, at some point, will be... I, at some point, will be getting tested to see if I fall on the ADD, ADHD spectrum, I guess. I think that's a great attitude to take, David, where, yeah, if you can accept yourself, but other people can't, fuck those people for eternity. Oh, I mean, my videos are still monetized. I just don't like when I'm watching a video and it gets interrupted partway through with the ads. God damn it, Jenny. Thank you. Oh, God damn it. I I appreciate the little rainbow though. Yeah, like when it comes up in conversation, especially because when I go out in the before times, you know, I would go to breweries and stuff. You know, I worked at a brewery before all this happened. And my partner doesn't drink, and we've been together almost a decade, so calling him my boyfriend sounds, I feel like a fucking 11-year-old. That's just my preference. I prefer to call him my partner because it is more than that. But we're like, it's a very like boring breakdown. We're both like straight white cis people in a hetero relationship. Yeah, just proudly swear at idiots. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. I have no idea where I was going with that. Cool. Thanks, brain. Thanks, wonky all over the place, brain. I was talking about something, but it doesn't matter. Oh, because he doesn't drink. He wouldn't like hang out at the breweries if I was like trying a flight or something. Because I was out by myself, or with like friends, but I wasn't like with a romantic interest, out in a boot. Yeah, people would make assumptions, but if they were just like courteous about asking, like I've never been upset when someone's been like, so are you a lesbian? Like I'm unoffended by that question because I don't think it's a bad thing if you are a lesbian. Or if someone wasn't sure of what like my pronouns were, or if I was a dude, or if I was trans, not you know, non-binary, wherever else on the spectrum than what I am. I don't get upset about that if people get my pronouns wrong, especially because verbally I have a more male name. The spelling feels pretty feminine. I like being a woman. I feel very comfortable and confident in that, as well as my sexuality and everything. Like, the person that's going to be the most sure of their sexuality is probably the one that got made fun of their whole life for having other romantic sexual interests. So like, I've spent plenty of time considering it, and I keep falling to the same answer, which is Darren Chris, Jason Mantzoukas, and Kumail Nanjiani. I'm trash, but yeah, and this is why I'll joke that I'm like surprisingly straight, just because I constantly get comments about that shit. And it's fine. I'm not upset about that at all. It's when people are doing it from a place of hate, like what happened recently in Manchester. Someone leaned fully out of their car. I had my window down. It was like pretty nice out recently. Oh my God. David, this weather we've been having, it's bonkers. Y'all, it was almost 80 degrees today. As you probably noticed, I have a shorts and a tank top. I have a cardigan on now because I'm like sitting in the basement. But yeah. Yeah. But this was a couple weeks ago. I had my window down, and we're in a fucking pandemic of airborne illness. So I had my window down, and someone was driving the opposite direction of me, and they leaned fully out of their vehicle, like elbows up out of their car, leaning across to scream a slur at me. I was just driving. Lego boyfriend made a joke. He was like, but was it because you were being a bad driver? I'm like, listen, I would have much preferred they mock my driving skills than like be the type of person that would scream that word at someone just on sight. And And it's not about like my pride and that I'm not that. That's not the deal. It's that I was horrified and super scared. Like, I don't know. I've had someone chase me down the street before, and like not know what they were gonna do, and been pretty scared about that. But like certain instances, especially if someone like sees me driving and I'm heading home, like I keep an eye out to make sure they're not like following me. There is an unease to that kind of shit, because if someone's willing to do that, like driving their vehicle and almost careening into the car behind me, like they're on oncoming traffic, it makes me worry for like what they're gonna do to someone else. So that's where I get upset about that kind of shit. Yeah, that's the funny shit too, is I've gone to gay bars with friends, and I've like talked about some of these stories where I'm like, you know, I try to be a good ally, and have experienced like little snippets of the shit some people receive, but not, you know, none of my like the paperwork side of my life is affected by any of this. It's just, you know, socially, sometimes I get like shit from, you know, aggressive shit from people, just because of appearances. And then when I've told people about this, they, you know, this one particular gay bar that I used to go more often with, like, you know, the cast of whatever play was happening at the big theater in town. Yeah, we would go together, and then, you know, someone would come up and like chat with the rest of the group, and then we'd just shoot the shit about this kind of stuff, and they'd be like, yeah, well, to me you read like real straight. And that always made me laugh too, because like same thing, it's not like I would get passes by people at gay bars or anything, because they were like, no, that's a straight girl. And it's so funny that like two super close-minded people, it seems, that anyone that just seems to look a little different, like has a weird color hair, and it's real washed out now. I know I showed it before, but like it'll get back to this. I might re-dye it tomorrow, so it'll actually be teal again. But yeah, it's real faded on top because it's been real sunny out, and I've like, you know, washed myself since I dyed it last. Anyway, yeah, I feel like figuring out that you're ace must be a hard one. Like, it's not an experience I've had, but that it's gonna be hard because there's such a pressure to like be with other people. And not that the one or two people I know, I'm not friends with this person anymore, but the first person I ever knew that was ace, just said like, you know, movies basically teach you can't be happy until you like fall in, you know, fairy tale love with someone. And not that you obviously don't need that for your own satisfaction, but like the constant conversations I still get about, you know, I'm not married to my dude. And that's not a deal breaker if that doesn't happen. And I don't want kids. That is the deal breaker. If my partner wanted kids, that would not work out for me. But I still, because that's the track. That's what you do, is you find someone, you get married, you have babies. And that's not the route I have been on. And I still get harped on by people. So if just those conversations must get exhausting, well, that's not something you're seeking out. Yeah, the amount of pool that I've played at gay bars is more than anywhere else. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom again. I will be back. I'll probably have to wrap up soon. Hold, please. Little Bert. Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss? Bye, Jeanette. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I gotta go soon too. Yeah, I think I think my mom came to terms with me not wanting kids a long time ago because I didn't like kids when I was one. And yeah, my sister keeps trying to pawn hers off on me. They're okay though. I like them. At least one of them. No, I like both of them. Oh God, grandma clock was ticking. No. No, thank you for that. Yeah, I don't, yeah, I just don't have that maternal instinct. I'm also the baby of the family, and I think that probably plays a big part. Like there's no momming in me. I dog mom like a motherfucker, but I don't people mom. All right, my beer is done. Yeah, I'm super impatient. I see how I am just with the small interactions I have with kids, and honestly, um, like I get frustrated with pets, and yeah, I just, and you can, if you have to go out for the day and oh no, that's so many. Well, y'all have a dog though, right? Does that count? Because my mom will say that she's Bert's nana, and that's very cute. Oh, Fred, is Fred the dog's name? I love Fred. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, I mean, as someone who doesn't have or want kids, there are still kids in my life that like fill whatever void there may be there, Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, Bert is a handful. um Exactly, exactly. Oh, I feel like I didn't know that y'all had a cat. But Frankie, Fred and Frankie are very good names. uh, there was, so when I had Frank, our previous black and tan mini dachshund senior rescue, um, the only dog he ever got excited to hang out with, other than Sam and Galen's dog Penny. I love Penny. Penny is great. He met another dachshund that used to live in the neighborhood whose name was Fred, and their little tiny brains exploded when they met because they somehow knew that they were the same fucking type of dog, even though one was like a red long hair and Frank was a short black and tan, short hair black and tan. Um, Listen, I respect hateful demon cats. It's fine. The cat I had growing up was a hateful demon cat. Um, Man, that cat was an asshole, but I loved her so much. Her name was Smudge. She was real cute. I must have a picture of her somewhere up here. Oh, over here maybe? Yeah. So this kitty on the top was Smudge. She had like a bright pink nose when I adopted her when she's a little baby. But then her nose, it looks black here because there's a little tiny like black dot on the hot pink nose, and then it just like took over like a big freckle. Cheryl, I was telling you about Cricket. This is Cricket. Her ear's a little fucked up there. Jenny, I was telling Cheryl about the hematoma, and I guess her kitty also had to go through a similar thing, but she had surgery for it. But yeah, she had a hematoma that like went back down, so her ears all crinkled. So my sister called her Princess Frito-Lay because it looked like a little potato chip. And this was Elsa. Like Smudge was an asshole, like a super bitchy cat. Elsa pre-Frozen. It was actually because of, what was that book Mom liked? Born Free. There's like a lioness in that movie book. I haven't read or seen the movie. I haven't read the book or seen the movie. But yeah, that's what she's named after. Yeah, she was kind of a demon cat, but she would be nice sometimes. Smudge was a lady. Smudge was a bitchy lady. That cat was an asshole. I loved her though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard trying to get it's hard trying to get Kevin on board with getting cats when I will tell him some stories about the cats we had growing up. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyway, I have a thing that I need to try to make. I don't know when I can talk about it. If I can talk about it. But I already have the video that's going up Friday done. Because I got a little bit ahead, so I'm able to work on like making bags and stuff. So, yeah. I feel like I'm in a good spot with that. And then tomorrow I'll be making bags, potentially filming one of the things I'm making. Possibly. We'll see. I will look into the Discord and figure out when to, like, how to go about like screening people coming in, you know? I'm sure there are lots of resources for this, but keep an eye out for that. And you can come join the Bog Troll Discord. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. It'd be nice to have more people over there. And I'll be able to creep on whatever you're making if you post about it. Malls! Excuse me. Oh, I slapped myself a little bit there. All right, I am gonna go work on the thing that I keep saying I'm gonna work on. And definitely not going to procrastinate anymore by catching up on the rest of Darren Chris's live stream on his Instagram. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Thank you all for hanging out. This has been super nice. It was so nice hanging out with everyone. It's been so long. It's what, early November? I can do another one. Doing these once a month shouldn't, especially like my scheduling is easier now, and I'm in a much better headspace than I have been for like most of this year. I can't imagine why, but bye Bert. Thanks for hanging out. Come here. Hey, come say bye to everyone. Come here. Come here. He's ready for bed. Are you ready for bed? Yeah. I don't even know what time it is, actually. It's almost 11 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready to go to sleep? Oh, you got little hiccups? Thank you for burping in my face. You're so sweet. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss any things. All right, yeah. Thank you all for hanging out. This was rad. I will plan to do another one before Christmas happens. I'm sorry I said the C word. I'll talk to y'all later. If I can remember how to exit out of this, hold please. Okay, bye.